Yes, so I'm presenting now with a slightly different hat on. This is the research data program that STM started in 2020, which is not a part of the Integrity Hub, but of course very much related to integrity, as we heard before. So we started this program inspired by a lot of the work that has been done by various publishers in the last years, plus, for example, the development of the journal data policies in collaboration with the RDA, but also the inclusion of availability statements. For example, Biomed Central, they had an experiment where they made it mandatory, and it led to incredible rise of inclusion. So inspired by that, we decided to see how we can accelerate the adoption of these elements in the publication process. So we're focusing on three things: making sure that all journals have a journal data policy, and we're using the RDA framework for that, so there are 7 policies journals can choose from. Second, making sure that articles have data availability statements. You mentioned it, well, we encourage that. Every article should indeed have an availability statement. And third is SCOLIX, so the framework ensuring persistent linking between data and journal articles, which is also crucial for thinking about credit, ensuring that the publication of data gets the same worth and credit as the publication of an article, which I think is going to be elementary for wide adoption of research data. So it's an action-based program whereby we encourage publishers to adopt these 3 elements. We started in 2020. The results you see were from 2020, so we're going to do another analysis this year. So increase, yes, but we're not there yet. And we really want to make sure that all journals have the policies, all articles have availability statements. But as you know, a lot of priorities, research integrity, for example. So it is still hard work, but we have to get there. We really have to make sure we have the basics there, meaning that having a journal policy, having availability statements, being connected to scholars will be standard for all journals. So we're working very hard to achieve that. But we're doing more than that. We're also looking broader than that. There are new issues on the horizon. For example, research data quality. We're now very much quality. We're now very much focused on the quantity, ensuring there is research data. But how can we ensure that the research data that is published is also valuable, is reviewed, for example, potentially with automatic tools. I don't want to worry the reviewers in the room because they have a lot of enough work to do. But still, how can we apply the quality norms and the processes that we apply on articles? How can we apply that on data? We're also very much looking at alignment. Very nice to hear your story. We're also engaging with the funders to align, also to manage expectations, so that if an author comes to publish his or her article, that he or she is aware what is expected in terms of research data sharing. So how can we make sure that that information from the funding to the publication is consistent and well communicated? And code and software, it's another big thing. So how can we make sure that not only research data is shared, but also the code? So we're continuing this program. There's a link to our website, so we have a lot of resources for publishers, how to guidelines, how to set up SCOLIX, how to choose your journal policy. Again, we're continuing with that and increasingly collaborating with a lot of you that I heard today. So thank you.